This is the #1 Thor player in the world with an insane 69% win rate on Thor, yeah. So today I'll be taking a look at one of his games where he was MVP with 25 kills, and I wanted to watch this one because I think this is the game where he carried because his score is just so much better than the rest of his teammates. So let's see. So what I'm interested to see is, let me see the bans first. It makes sense, right? Especially at high ranks, nobody wants to play against the Human Torch. Wolverine, I have started to see less bans of Wolverine, but he definitely still is annoying to play against. And then, of course, Emma is just really good. So those are the bans. Now, what I'm interested to see for Thor is his positioning. Does he flank? Does he dive? Does he play a bit of front line with his awakening or something, right? That's what I'm interested in seeing. His positioning overall is. And then how does he use his abilities? Does he use a lot of awakening? Awakening cancels. Does he maybe bully the enemy tanks with the hammer dash, right? Like push the enemy tanks into his team. Because Thor is a very versatile character. I think he's like the Mr. Fantastic of tanks, right? He can dive, he can flank, he can also brawl, he can play babysitter or bodyguard, right? He's very versatile, so I'm very curious to see how he does. Okay, so instantly goes into the enemy tanks and instantly goes out. I like that. Oh, that was very close. That was very close. So let's see here. I don't think he goes for a flank because, well, the enemy supports are very far, right? So he would have to go all the way around, which is just not good for him, right? Now, what he does is it looks like he's trying to bully the tanks, especially because Magneto and Strange are very easy to push into your team, right? To displace and push out of position because they don't have any mobility to really back away. So if you can try to kidnap them and bully the enemy tanks, you get a lot of pressure on the enemy tanks. So here, I think he was just looking to maybe go around and try to push the mag into his team. I think that's what he was trying to do. But then he notices that the Strange is being bullied by the Hulk, so they gang up on him, right? He sees an opportunity for something, and it goes for it. But I do think his initial plan was to just go around and maybe push them into his team. Now, he almost dies here, which he should have died there. I will be honest, I'm pretty sure he should have died there. Okay. Yeah, see? He keeps bullying the tanks. Okay. Already, what I'm noticing is that he is constantly spamming the hammer dash. Hammer dash over and over. In these last 10 seconds, he's used it like once, twice, 3 times. He's basically using it on cooldown almost, yeah. And this is definitely more of a brawl-oriented Thor, I will say, right? He's not going around, he's not flanking, he's playing very much frontline and kind of brawly, right? He's up in there doing stuff. But I have to say, I am very surprised by how much he uses the hammer dash. I was not expecting him to just spam it nonstop. I was expecting more awakenings, to be honest, right? I was expecting some awakening pump damage, but no. He moves like almost like a Hulk. Yeah, you are correct. Okay, that's a bit too deep. Okay, yeah. I was, just from what I've noticed as well, that was a bit too deep. Again, just hammer dash, hammer dash. Hammer dash, hammer dash, hammer dash. He disengages because Luna ultimate is about to get fucked off. Yeah, he keeps trying to kidnap people with the hammer dash. I think that's the general plan. He's trying to kidnap people with the hammer dash as much as possible. And also, spamming hammer dash gives you more bonus HP overall, I would say, right? Because it's 75 HP. every time you hammer dash. So if you spam it, it's technically the most survivability you have. He can't go in because he's too low HP now. Yeah. Their Hulk is dead, so they can't fight, so they have to wait for him and reset. Okay. So it looks like when there isn't much brawling to be done, that's when you do Awakening. Especially when there's like distance between the teams, right? Because if we look from above, brawling would mean that the teams are kind of on top of each other, and this is a poke phase. So in this poke phase, that's when you use Awakening. Interesting. Trying to break some clones. He might be looking for an ultimate soon. But he does need to get Loki lamps out. He might kidnap the Mag. Yep, there you go. I don't understand. No, I actually understand. I was about to ask. I don't understand why he's hammer dashing up in the air, but I think it's because it's the safest way for him to get up, maybe get some healing from his healers in the air, and this way you also don't get body blocked by enemies, so you can go as high as possible, and it also makes you a more difficult target to hit because, right, if from the enemy's perspective, they would have to look like this, right, to shoot you and damage you. So that's actually very smart from him. Wait a minute, that's actually Giga Brain. Because you go up and makes it hard for the enemies to hit you. It makes it easy for your healers to heal you. And you don't get body blocked. That's actually kind of smart, bro. Jeremy. And you can also get some kidnaps. Yeah, it's hard to headshot someone above you. Oh, wait. I don't want to miss this. Okay. Okay, so ultimate. Okay, I understand. I think the reason he's ulting here is because Loki lamps have just been deployed, and Loki lamps are basically the #1 counter to Thor ultimate. So I think what he sees here is they just used Loki lamps. This is my opportunity to use my ultimate. I don't know if I'm going to get another opportunity, so I'm going to try to take advantage of this one now. If I get something, great. If I don't, well, that's a risk I'm going to take. So I think this is why he ults here, because he sees the Loki lamps down, which means his ultimate is not going to get blocked by them. Same with the vertical stuff. Ooh, he's trying to push this guy out of the Luna. That's really good as well. Yeah, that's actually really... Holy fuck. Oh my god! That Loki just got destroyed, bro. Nah, that Loki got absolutely destroyed. Holy. Yeah, I kind of underestimate how much value you can get out of the hammer dash displacement. Because this is crazy. He just killed someone in the Luna... Well, not technically in the Luna ultimate, but during the Luna ultimate. And killing people during support ultimates is huge. It's insane because generally support ultimates make you immortal, which means if you manage to overthrow that, that's an insane amount of value. Alright, so he's just genuinely bullying this guy. That was insane. That was a fuck ton of value there. Yeah, they kind of get fucked here. They just lost. No. Yeah, they did. Yeah, not much to be done now, because they are kind of getting fucked. Is he gonna try to push the Magneto off the map? No. Yeah, that's too much. Still with the fucking... That's insane, yeah. You can really bully tanks with the hammer dash, man. Holy. That was very close though. Yeah, unfortunate. That's a lot of damage from the Iron Fist, and just like from a fuck ton of enemies overall, so that's why he died there. Is Thor always needs to be played like a super aggro DPSer, or I can play passively and peel for supports? Depends on what the enemy team has, right? Because In this case, the enemy team has Magneto and Strange and Moon Knight, which means you can very easily bully them because they are slow and immobile. And you don't really need to peel the Iron Fist, especially when you have Adam, right? Like, your backline should be safe. They should be able to peel for themselves. However, if your backline was unable to peel for themselves, that's when you maybe turn around and play Bodyguard. But yeah, genuinely, the number one thing that I'm taking from this is the power of the hammer dash. I genuinely and severely underestimated it, man. And he, by the way, he also kind of barely uses the awakening, like barely uses awakening. Okay, I think the reason he's here is because he's got ultimate and he's looking for a sneaky ultimate probably. But he sees the Iron Fist, so he goes for him. Now he kind of gets fucked by the Iron Fist, because Iron Fist does actually a lot of damage against tanks. Again, oh my god, that is so good. How did that miss? I think he kind of got screwed from the hammer dash there, but I think, oh, that was so close. I think he's definitely gonna ult this fight though. His team kind of got completely dumpstered the last fight, but he's gonna look for an ultimate now for sure. Yeah, look. No, that's his own lamps, never mind. I was about to say the enemy used lamps, so that's gonna be him, but he still goes for them. Right, see, and this is what I mean, that Loki lamps completely counter Thor's ultimate. I mean, even though no one gets hit, the Loki lamps just completely fuck the damage. So this was a nice ultimate, but unfortunately, I don't think he knew about the Loki lamps, so it's kind of bad, right? So this might be a mistake on his part, but other than that, I did tell you guys that he was about to ult this fight, because you generally want to ult faster rather than later, because you miss out on the opportunity to build up more ultimate charge for your next ultimate. So you don't want to just sit on your ultimate for the next game, by the way. Thor can kill Luna in her ultimate when his Luna is on damage mode. Yeah, that is also true. That's also true. Maybe we're going to see it this game because he does have a Luna. Oh, that's nasty. I don't think he should have died there. Oh, but maybe he gets rezzed? Because I see the Adam setting up in the back. I guess. Oh, there you go. There you go. It does get rezzed. Nice. Unfortunately, the enemy has better on ultimate, so this is going to be a tough fight. Oh. Wait, they still win? Oh, they have Loki? Man, those poor tanks, bro, they just keep looking at this. Oh my god. Oh, they just kept fucking joinked all over the map. Oh my god. Nah, bro. You just know the enemy tanks are like, this fucking Thor, bro. Get this Thor off of me. Oh man, he's got ultimate again. He might be looking for another ultimate soon. Yup. Nice, that's a huge ult. Yeah. Also, I wanna check real quick. How long did it take from getting ultimate to actually using it? Okay, so he gets ultimate at 107 and he uses it basically 10 seconds later, right? So you don't want to keep your ultimate for too long, because then you are missing out on technical value. I think the secret to play Thor is to play with a bully mindset, aggressively target and push them around. Yup, from what we are seeing so far, definitely bully mindset. Emma is banned. Yes, Emma is banned. But yeah, only 10 seconds from the point of getting ultimate to actually using it, which is really good, because you're not missing out on basically anything. Okay, he used Awakening there, but once again he just goes back to bullying the tanks. Just goes back to bullying the tanks. Kinda too far forward there, so now they're just doing a bit of poking with Awakening, especially because he's not full HP, so he can't go super aggressive. That Magneto is really sucking that Iron Man out. Oh, I think he's dead here. Oh, that was so close. He's gonna wait out the Punisher ultimate because you generally cannot push into that. He's probably gonna look for an ultimate. Yeah. Gun damage boost? Yeah, unfortunately it doesn't hit anyone. Oh, that was almost so close.
I am ready to put on a show.
Still, so many dashes. It does look like he's using a bit more Awakening here. Maybe to try and get some cheeky, sneaky kills on the Ultron and whoever else is flying. Kind of a stalemate here. Still just bully. Oh, he almost pushed back into the team. Okay, it looks like now he's doing more Awakening because there's no good opportunities to push them. Okay, that was a nice freeze. He's gonna ult. Fortunately, no kills, but that did make a lot of space. Yeah, I know, just going balls deep because you want to win the fight here. Oh, this Magneto. That Magneto fucking hates himself now. Nah. That Magneto is mad. Holy. Oh, he's definitely gonna bully this guy, yep. Maybe that wasn't so good, because he... Maybe that wasn't the best push, because he did kinda push the Strange into his own team with the ultimate here. Yeah, let's look at this. Look at this. Look at this Strange. Right? I mean, the push in a normal situation would be pretty good. However, the Strange has ultimate. So he did kind of push the Strange with ultimate into his own fucking backline. I mean, he couldn't have known or anticipated this, so it's a bit unlucky, but it's also funny that this happened. Yeah, that's a fucking huge Strange ultimate, and it kind of is Jeremy's fault here. But I don't think he could have predicted it, so it is what it is.
I am ready to put on a show.
By the eye of... Thank you, Thor. I think they lose here, yeah. Yeah, they lose here now. They did kind of lose this point because of Jeremy, but he did well until now, right? It was an honest mistake. He couldn't have known. Let's not be that mean. Also, I want to see the Magneto. I want to see the Magneto get fucked, bro. Look at this Magneto, bro. He's like, fuck, I can't, let me move, let me move, fuck this shit. Oh my god. Anyway, that was the first round. On attack, he plays very into it because he's on attack. So let's see how he plays on defense, right? Because I don't think he can just do the same thing. Surely not, right? Surely he's not going to do the exact same thing. Let's see. No, that is not Jeremy. That's not Jeremy. Okay, so poke phase, just awakening damage. Break the clones, which is something you guys should do as well. No, it looks like he's trying to do the same thing. Okay, I think that kidnapping enemy tanks up in the air is easier, because then when you fall down, you can maybe fall behind them and then push them into your team. Maybe that's something. Maybe I haven't seen it happen, but I guess that's kind of the plan. Okay, he wants to mark this. What is this Magneto doing, bro? That Magneto should have kind of died. I'm not gonna lie, that Magneto was a bit trolling and he should have died. Oh, now this is a flank. This is a flank. He went, look at this. He went behind them and just completely annihilated this Ultron. Holy. And then he's out. See ya. Now, the problem with me trying to do that is that I'm not gonna hit my shots. Or like my awakening lightnings. So that's kind of the problem. Same thing here. Trying to, like, he uses a lot of air time. Like going up, using high ground. Trying to kidnap people. Very interesting. Kidnapping up is a great tip. Actually, I will try to use it more. Yeah, I definitely did learn a lot from this already. They don't have lamps, but unfortunately, it doesn't have ultimate. Oh, he's probably dead here. That was very close. Kind of same thing here, trying to kidnap people. Oh, that's insane. He forced Luna ult, and look, this is a dive. This right here is a dive. So let's see it from like the fall perspective. So there's big shit happening here, but he sees that the enemy backline is kind of unprotected, kind of by themselves. So what does he do? He isolates it further. He isolates the Luna even further away from her team, meaning the chances of this Luna getting help are very, very low. Her entire team is here, but he's killing her, right? So this was a very good timing, right? He looked for an opportunity where there are isolated people, and he isolated them even harder. And then he forced Luna ultimate, which is, I don't have to tell you how insane forcing a Luna ultimate without anything is. This is a huge fuck ton of value.
Ready to put on a show.
Same thing here. Same thing here. Isolated target. Look at this. Isolated target. Instantly punished. Instantly punished, isolated even further, and he's probably dead here, right? Surely he dies. Yeah, there you go. That is so good. And it's insane how he found these amounts of value so easily. Now he can go aggressive. Kind of, unfortunately, doesn't kill anyone with the ultimate, but he did force them off the point there. Right? He's gonna bully the Strange now. Unless he dies. Unless he just dies. But that is insane. Looking for isolated targets and then using your hammer dash to isolate them even further. That is crazy. Same thing. Oh my god, no. Oh my god. Man. He's doing the same thing over and over. But you kind of know why. You know how he manages to find these targets is because he's using high ground, right? So when you are using high ground like this, or which are basically adjacent or like right next to the fight happening, you can take a peek at their backline and you see, oh, this guy's by themselves. Well, don't mind if I do. And then he does. That's insane.
Only 60 seconds.
Yeah, this is definitely more of a dive playstyle.
That's 3.
This is definitely more of a dive playstyle. I think I just figured it out, by the way. I think the reason he's going for a bit more of a dive-oriented playstyle on defense as opposed to attack is that on defense, the enemies are going to be walking into you, right? Which means there's a very high chance of enemy backline being isolated because the tanks and everyone in the front line is going to be pushing up, taking space so that they're attacking the objective, right? So the distance between front line and backline is a lot higher on attack than it is on defense. Because on defense, people are closed up, right? They're stuck together, they're clumped up because they're like a mini fortress of sorts. So it's harder to play dive when you are attacking because the enemies are more clumped up together, which is the opposite for attack. This is insane what we have learned here. This is actually insane. I never thought about the game like this. But watching this has just opened my third eye, guys. I feel like I just learned a new perspective on the game. Right? You see? Because, I mean, they are clumped now because they're walking up together. But you see, just by the definition of attacking, the tanks are going to be moving up further and further. And the backline is going to, well, remain in the back, which is very good. You see, look how much the distance is increasing between front line and backline, which makes it for very easy pickings on isolated targets in the back, which I think is what he's kind of looking for.
I am ready to put on a show.
Oh, that was very close. He almost died there. Probably looking for an ultimate soon. Look, again, he's looking to isolate targets. Ooh, he almost killed the Luna. That was so unfortunate. He might die here. Oh? That's crazy. Just completely bullying. Oh my god. That was a crazy watch, guys. Holy shit. Now that is the God of Thunder. Insane. I also think they could have gathered 3 points if he didn't, if he didn't do that. But if he didn't do this little thing here, I also think they could have got 3 points. But I think he made up for it, okay? I think he made up for it. I actually learned a lot. So use the dash a lot more than you think. Use it to bully tanks. Use it going up, because that's better. And look for ultimates after Loki lamps. And oh yeah, look for isolated targets that you can isolate further with your hammer dash. That was kind of crazy. Jeremy, the best Thor in the game.